Hello, friends. It's great to be back with you again. Let us see what Samarth Ramdas Swami has said in his 148th shloka. निराकार आधार ब्रह्मादिकांचा जया सांगता शीणली वेदवाचा विवेके तदाकार हो निराहे मना संत आनंत शोधूनि पाहे. The Supreme Reality is formless and still supports the gods, Lord Brahma and others. Vedas fatigued while trying to explain it. O my mind, use the discretion and live in the union with the Supreme Reality, and for that search for it with the sages by your side. The three main deities, Lord Brahma, the creator, Lord Vishnu, the preserver, and Lord Shiva, the destroyer, are supported by the Parabrahma, the Supreme Reality, one who created the entire universe, second, who is maintaining this huge universe and has taken multiple avatars, who in turn are main deities like Lord Sri Krishna and Lord Rama, and the third, who is Lord Shiva. These three deities are the ones who are responsible for everything which we can see, feel, touch, taste, and hear, and still they also need the support. And that is provided by this supreme reality which is formless. It is also eternal, omnipresent, and blissful. All the living beings are at the core supported by the Atma, the soul. We cannot see this soul. The soul leaves the body at the time of death. This soul is connected with the Parabrahma. Parabrahma is beyond all descriptions and conceptualizations. It is described as being formless that eternally pervades everything, is everywhere in the universe and whatever is beyond. Vedas, as well as many saints, gurus, swamis, have fatigued while explaining it. Swami Sarva Priyananda, in one of his videos explaining the scriptures, tells a story about a monk who was a disciple of his guru in the Gangotri area, which is the origin of the holy river Ganga in the Himalayas. Here is the gist of that story. After his guru explained him about the Brahman, the monk asked the guru, if Brahman is the supreme reality and is formless, then why we should be worshipping the gods with the forms? The guru smiled and did not say anything at the time. The hut they were staying was near the river Ganga, which was flowing about 80 feet below from where the hut was. Next morning, the Guru told the monk that he is very thirsty and asked the monk to fetch some water from the river Ganga. So the monk took a tumbler, went down to the river in the cold weather, shivering all the time, fetched some water from the river into the tumbler, and climbed back that rocky, hilly area up 80 feet to the hut. Then he offered the water to the Guru. The Guru angrily said, I told you to fetch water. Why did you use the tumbler? I asked only for the water. The monk understood what the Guru meant. It was the answer for the question he asked the earlier day. There is no way he could have brought the water without filling it first into some kind of container, in this case, the tumbler. In the same way, the Supreme Reality, which is formless, which cannot be seen by our eyes, has to be perceived into God's with form in order for us to visualize it. Hence, we have the gods with the form and also the Brahman, the supreme reality, which is formless. We need to devote ourselves to all of them and seek for the ultimate truth. Samartha Ramdas Swami is asking our minds to use discretion and then merge with the supreme reality. If we have to merge with something which has no form, first thing we need to do is to go beyond the definition of ourselves as just this body and mind. Give up the attachment to this body and mind. In the essence, give up the ego and realize that we are one with the supreme reality. According to the Taittiriya Upanishad and the Kosha, the layers theory, the innermost layer is the Anandamaya Kosh, the layer of bliss. This is the innermost realm of the Atma, the soul. It is characterized by love, joy, bliss. The one who has really merged with the Brahman has the self knowledge about this Anandamaya Kosh and will be full of bliss, is one with everything and everyone, is free from the craving desires. Hence, O my mind, we first need to understand and attain this blissful state of the Anandamaya Kosh in order to then merge with the Supreme Reality. That will be possible with the guidance from the great saints and then a relentless search for the Supreme Reality. Friends, if you like this explanation, feel free to provide your feedback and do like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel A Dialogue with Our Mind. Jai Jai Raghuveer Samartha.